So today we are making a video on QuarkOS 24.04. So here is the boot menu. So I'm going to quickly boot it in the live boot. So I'm running it on a virtual machine, which is VMware, with a 60 GB of hard disk, 8 GB of RAM, and my CPU is i5 1240p. So the booting process will take usually like a 2 or 3 minutes in my PC. Most of the Linux distros will take like that. So I'm going to wait for a few minutes and we are going to continue with the desktop layout. So let it load up the desktop layout and we're going to make a video there. So here we are back with the language selection. So we need to set all those things and we are going to continue with the video. So choose your language. So these are all the language available right now. I'm going to choose the English American. Click on OK. It's going to set up the language. So it says generating system wide locales. Please wait. So we need to wait for a few seconds and we should be having our desktop. So it looks like it has like a KDE Plasma desktop environment. So when I was downloading from the SourceForge, I was having the ISO file with the KDE Plasma and another one is the Trinity desktop. So I'm going to show you the downloading process, official website and all those things, so you don't need to worry about it. So the KDE Plasma, I don't know what version we are getting, so we need to wait for until they load up the desktop layout. So I didn't even try or do anything before, so I directly downloaded the ISO file and trying this Linux distro. So here is our welcome. Fast and powerful desktop environment, system focused on long-term stability, reliability and the classic style user interface. So here are some of the things you can get all the information right here. So here are the more options. I'm going to close this welcome screen. And I'm going to open the system monitor. So I'm not going to change the display settings or open anything, just the system monitor to show how much of a resource it consumes as soon as it boots up the Linux distro. So here it's consuming like a 1.1 GB of RAM of 8 GB and the CPU is around like a 15-25%. So it's going up to 25%. So we need to run like almost 60 seconds when you keep the history. So the graph should run till the end and you should be seeing a graph here. So if you see a high peak and low peak in the graph, so it's pretty much unstable. But if the graph is going like this with a stable graph, then you can say the CPU is pretty much stable and the ISO file is also stable. So I'm going to show you the about system monitor. You get the 5.27.11 system monitor and I'm going to keep the overview. So host name, it says a QuarkOS, operating system Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. So I think it's based on Ubuntu 24.04 long-term support. And the KDE Plasma version you get is a 5.27.11. KDE frameworks 5.115.0. Qt version 5.15.13. So I'm going to run it until the 60 seconds. So as you can see, it's pretty much stable, but there is a high peak. Not a major high peak, just a few peaks here. So it's pretty much stable. So these are all the process running. So let it load. So these are all the process which runs as soon as you boot up the QuarkOS. So I'm going to keep it on the overview and I'm going to first change the display settings so you can see properly. So on the base it says 1.1 GB. As soon as you boot up the Linux distro, it will take 1.1 GB. And remember, I'm running it on the virtual machine, which is VMware, and also it's going to be running on the RAM. So the RAM will be 300-400 MB less when you install it on the bare metal. So that will be a difference. So you don't see a major difference other than that. So right now it's a 1.12 GB, 1.2 GB. So I'm going to keep the system monitor in the right side corner so you can see all the changes throughout the video. So I'm going to open the internet browser and I'm going to show you the official website and all the downloading process and also the ISO files available. So Firefox will take almost like a 15 to 20 seconds usually in the live boot. So let's wait a few seconds and we should be seeing our Firefox web browser. So other than the name, I don't think there is not a major changes in the desktop environment. As you can see, you clearly get the KDE Plasma desktop environment without any wallpapers added or the icons changed. Nothing is changed, so there is no customization. You just get the simple basic KDE Plasma desktop environment. So people or the normal user who wants a fancy things, I don't think it will be a good Linux for you. So it says 127.0 version. So the latest version right now is a 128.0.3 of our Firefox. So I'm going to type in about support to get some browser information and some distro information, and hit enter. The kernel. So the kernel you get Linux 6.8.0-35. So the latest kernel version is a 6.10 and the operating system is a Brisa Advaita. So when you scroll it down, you should be seeing the memory size, disk space available and other information. Just pause the video and read everything here. So you should be getting all the distro information and the browser information. When you scroll it down, you should be seeing also the window protocol. Right now it's a X11. Desktop environment is a KDE, and here is the my monitor resolution. So here are some of the other information. You can just pause the video and read everything. I'm going to type in search term, which is a QuarkOS, and hit enter. So it is in the official website, is on the SourceForge. So I don't think there is an official website. I'm going to see that. So there will be official website added in the follow. So there is no official website. It says when you hover over the follow QuarkOS website, you should be seeing the link here. So as you can see, it says QuarkOS-OS sourceforge.io. So it says it's only available in the SourceForge. So here is some of the information of the QuarkOS. So it says user-friendly operating system, and also based on the Ubuntu Linux with a Plasma, optional Trinity desktop environment, and an added value thanks to the unique Q4OS integrated. It's a goal to provide Ubuntu based operating system with the Q4OS amenities. Unlike Q4OS, which is Debian based, QuarkOS is based on Ubuntu. So features, you get the Plasma desktop, Trinity desktop option, and Q4OS tools and great applications. So if you don't use the Q4OS, you should be, if you already use the Q4OS, you should be seeing as soon as we booted, we had the language selection, which was same as the Q4OS. And another unique QuarkOS feature is dedicated download for incredible fast and efficient Trinity desktop environment alongside the default Plasma edition. You can download either a lightweight efficient Trinity or more advanced Plasma desktop edition. So when you go to the files, you should be seeing the stable and old stable. The stable was released on 2024-04-14. So I didn't make a video on it. I don't know why I didn't make it. So right now it's a video. So this is a new Linux distro in my channel. I covered almost like a 3000 videos nearly. So I covered almost every type of Linux distro. So I forgot to make a video on this thing. So here you should be seeing the Plasma Live Media and the Trinity Live Media. So I downloaded because it was the most downloaded. So most of the people should be using the Plasma desktop environment. So I downloaded that. But if you want the Trinity, I'm going to make a video. If you want, do let me know in the comment section. It's a 1.5 GB of a file size. And the Plasma version will be, let me open it. So it's a 1.9 GB, which is modified on 2024-06-09. So this is the ISO file I downloaded. So you can download it from here. We got almost every information from the browser. So let me close it and let me open the console. So before opening the console, I'm going to show what are the applications you get pre-installed. So as you can see, these are all the applications you get. In my point of view, there is nothing added from the QuarkOS other than the Q4OS welcome screen, Q4OS software center, and some other things should be added. But in the applications menu, there is nothing then some two applications from the Q4OS. I don't see any pre-installed applications or anything. So you get basically KDE Plasma desktop environment here and also there is no changes in the wallpapers or any modification in the desktop environment. So it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use it or not. So just watch my video and decide on your own. I'm going to open the console first. Let's open the console, and we are going to put some commands to get some information. So it's based on Ubuntu 24.04, so that's a good thing. But if you ask me whether to use this or not, there are like a KDE Plasma desktop environment, which is Kubuntu, and also Ubuntu has some other flavors, so you can just try those things instead of this Linux distro, because it's not a well-known Linux distro. Ubuntu has known for most of years. So I have also videos on the Ubuntu, Kubuntu, all the Ubuntu flavors videos. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out, because I made almost 3000 videos. So it will be covering all the desktop environments. So it's clearly up to you. So I'm not going to recommend this because it's not a well-known, or I don't even know this Linux distro. So that's the reason. But if you're a distropper, you can try it. There is no problem. But if you're a normal user who want to install the Linux distro on your main PC or work PC, I don't really recommend this, because instead of this, you can go with the Ubuntu Linux distro, which is based on Ubuntu. So you get the Ubuntu flavors there, so you can try those with the KDE Plasma desktop environment. If you like the KDE Plasma desktop environment and you want LTS, you can just go with the Ubuntu instead of this Linux distro. So always get all the information from all the sources. Don't just watch my video and try to install any type of Linux distro. It's your PC, you need to be responsible. So try to get all the information on your own by watching my video and other videos from other channels, and also the from the Google and all those other sources. And if you're satisfied, then go with this Linux distros. So I'm going to put the neofetch here. Hit enter. So command not found. So I'm going to show you the version. You get the 23.08.5 INXI. So here is the CPU, kernel, storage, process, and here is the INXI version. Uptime is almost 13 minutes. So the booting process took just like a 2-3 minutes, so nothing more in there. So I'm going to type in INXI-b. Hit enter. And as you can see, it says host as a QuarkOS, kernel 6.8, and desktop environment KDE Plasma, which is 5.27.11. Distro, it says Q4OS 4.24. Machine is here. So if you don't know the Q4OS, there is also a video available in my channel. You can just search it. Here is some graphics information. So there is nothing full information about the graphics. I'm going to show all the graphics complete information. So here is the network, so drives and other information is here. So I'm going to type in INXI -F. You should be seeing some more information here. So again, same system, machine, CPU, it's taking a bit time here. So you see the graphics information here, which is OpenGL 4.5, compact version 4.3, and EGL version is 1.5, and the display X11, XOR version 21.1.11, and VMWGFX version is here. And also what we have is ELSA version K6, here is the version, and Pipewire version you get is 1.0.5. Here are the network information, drives, partitions, and other information. You can just pause the video and read everything. So let me type in INXI -G. So we need to wait for a few seconds. So it's taking a bit time here to load up the commands. So here are the information. Let me type in cat /etc/issue. Hit enter. You should be seeing the Ubuntu 24.04 LTS. So let me type in INXI -SV8. So this is the command which will grab complete distro information. Whatever the information is available in the distro, it will grab most of the information. So I'm going to scroll it upside, and we need to get all the information there. So I'm going to show you all the information. So you get the complete information of the system. So it's based on Ubuntu 24.04 LTS Noble Nombet. So here is the frameworks, Qt version, Plasma version, and the compiler GCC version, clock source, and all the information. So here is the machine, which is I'm running it on a virtual machine, which I already mentioned. Here is the memory of the RAM, so you get all the information of the RAM. Total 8 GB, available 7.7 GB, used 1.38 GB. So here is capacity 129 GB. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to scroll it down. So here is the CPU information. Complete CPU information is here. So here are the vulnerabilities. So you can just read it here. Again, let's scroll it down. And here is the complete graphics information till here, like a device information and all the other information, like a display, screen, available screen resolution or monitor resolutions, EGL version, OpenGL version, compact version, and Vulkan version, which is a 1.3.275. So LLB pipe. So you should be getting all the information here, like a audio information. So here is the complete audio information, and here is the complete network information. So if you had the Bluetooth, you should be also getting the Bluetooth information. Right now I'm using it on a virtual machine and I didn't use the Bluetooth, so that's the reason I don't have any information about the Bluetooth. So here is the partition, swap, unmounted, USB, and all the sensors and all those things. So you get complete information right here. You just need to pause the video and read everything. Let's try HStop and hit enter. So here is the HStop. So RAM is almost a 1.1 GB. In the GUI you should be seeing the 1.3 GB. So here is the complete information. Let me close it. Close the window. So let's open the installer and see if there is any changes in the installer. So you shouldn't be seeing any changes in the installer, but let's try it again. So here you should be seeing the installer. So welcome to the QuarkOS Noble installer. So here you need to choose your language. Choose your language, then click on next. You should be seeing the location. Choose your location here. You can choose the map or you can choose the drop down menu. I'm using a VPN, so it will be different every time. So the system language will be set to American English, United States. If you want to customize, you can change and customize according to your wish. And the other option is the numbers and date locales will be set to American English, United States. If you want to keep it like that, you can keep it, or you can change by clicking on change and customize according to your wish. Click on next. After choosing everything in the location, choose the keyboard here. So it automatically chooses your keyboard. If it's not, you can choose it by choosing the drop down menu. Here you can type to test your keyboard, and here you can switch to your keyboard. Choose your language for the keyboard and choose your variant. So here are the options. After choosing everything, click on next. Here you should be seeing the software, which is Q4OS desktop, Q4OS basic, Q4OS live, Q4OS pure. So you should be seeing 3 desktops, not 3, it's pretty much 4. So you should be getting all the information or small description about that desktop environment or the software. Click on next. Here you should be seeing the partition. So if you don't know how to install the Linux distro on the virtual disk or a hard disk or in the main disk, so you need to watch tutorials in the YouTube. There are like a short videos. I already have tutorials, but I don't have specific installation tutorials because I'll be covering almost everything in those Linux distro because I want to do that type of videos. So the videos will be a bit lengthy also in my channel, like 25 to 30 minutes, because I will be covering everything about that Linux distro, the installation and all those things. So I don't really remember in which Linux distro I installed it on the hard disk or a virtual disk. So that's the reason I'm recommending to you to watch short videos in the YouTube. So just watch like a 3 to 4 videos or maybe 2-3 videos with a 2 minutes, 3 minutes video, and you should be good with the installation. But I'm going to give you in the short view or the short answer. So you need to choose your installation destination. So if you have multiple hard disks, choose the specific hard disk. And again, before installing, showing the installation, I'm trying to warn you again. This is not a well-known Linux distro. So it's better to install it in the virtual machines, or else just try the live boot, because I don't want you to ruin your PC without getting complete information. So let's go to the installation now. So erase disk option is like, basically the answer is right here. So it's going to erase everything in that specific drive, whichever the drive you choose. It's going to erase everything, whether it's operating system, media files, whatever it's available in that specific disk. It's going to erase everything, and it's going to install the QuarkOS in that. So here are the options. So that's the erase disk option. And the manual partitioning is like you need to create a partition, and you need to choose the partition. So you need to before create a partition and then go with the installation. So after choosing the partition, you need to choose the manual partitioning, and you should be installed the Q4OS, not the Q4OS, the QuarkOS installed in that specific partition. And also you should be seeing the 2 operating system in the boot menu. So you should be seeing the dual boot options in the boot menu. So that's the option here. So when you choose the erase disk option, so you can choose the encrypt system. So if you want to provide the password, you should put the password with same password in both the boxes. So if you want to encrypt, you can do that, or else you can uncheck it. So current partition will be like this. After installation, it will be like this. And also you should be seeing the bootloader location here. So here are the options: master boot record of a specific drive or the installation drive. And the other option will be system partitions, and the last option will be do not install a bootloader. So that's the reason you need to know how to install this Linux distro. Whatever the Linux distro it is, not about the QuarkOS. You need to know how the Linux distros will be installed on the hard disk, virtual disk, or whatever it is. So after choosing this, all those things, click on next. Here you need to choose the user creation, or you need to create a user creation. So there is nothing complicated in installing the Linux distro. Just watching 2 or 3 videos, you should be good with the installation. So what is your name? Let's put some random things. 9to5 Linux. So what name do you want to use to log in? So when I choose the numericals, it says your username must start with a lowercase letter or underscore. So that's the reason I'm choosing something else, like a unboxing. So if anything is wrong, it should be seeing like a cross mark or an into mark. And if everything is going good, you should be seeing a tick mark here. What is the name of this computer? I'm going to keep the 9to5 Linux. Choose a password to keep your account safe. I'm choosing the simple password for the sake of the video. So here is our password. Everything is correct here. So after choosing the password, after choosing all those password and all those things, you need to click on login automatically without asking for the password. If you want this, you can check it, or else you can uncheck it. And the other option is use the same password for the administrator account. If you want the same password for the administrator account, just check this or uncheck it if you don't want. You can provide the other password and repeat the password, and the password should be correct and you should be seeing a tick mark. So if you don't want, just check it, and you should be using the same password as the above. So after clicking on next, you should be seeing all the summary of whatever you chose in the previous installation steps. So if everything is good, click on install. So if anything is wrong, you just need to go back and fix those things. So the installation, after clicking on install, it's going to take like a 20-25 minutes, depends on the PC and depends on the ISO file. So if you have a good NPC and more than system requirements of this specific Linux distro, it will be very quick. It should be 5-10 minutes less when you're installing. So if you have like a low-end PC, so it should take a bit more there. So it depends on the, and also on the ISO file. So this one is the stable ISO file. So it should be 99%. It should be installed without any issues. In one rare cases there will be some issues, but most of the time everything will be good. But if the ISO file is like a beta version or unstable version or the alpha or the development version, so you should be seeing some bugs. Sometimes the installation also fail, and also it will be frozen on the installation. So this type of things will happen in the development ISO files. So you need to understand that. In rare cases, this type of issues will be found, but most of the ISO files, even it's a beta version, there will be a good installation. So I don't want to install because I need to make another video, so that's the reason. So there is already a video available in my channel because I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So I'm doing this from almost 5-6 years, so there will be a 2 videos daily. So if you want to consider subscribing, you can subscribe. So what else we left here is I don't think there is nothing left here. I'm going to show you the Q4OS software center and also the welcome screen. So those are all the only applications available right now in the QuarkOS, because everything is KDE Plasma desktop environment. So it's a waste of time to show the KDE Plasma desktop environment applications because you already know how it works. So information software center, here is let me click on OK. So here you should be getting some applications. If you want to install application, click on it and it's going to be installed. So there is already installed. Google Chrome not installed. If you want, you can click on install. And Discover Manager, I'm going to open it. So here is the welcome screen which was already in the beginning. So if you want to install proprietary codecs, you can do that. If you want to install applications, click on it. Set auto login, hardware info, screen scaling, and run desktop profiler. So these are all the things you already saw in the Q4OS, so there is nothing to show here. So here you can see unable to load applications, please verify internet connectivity. I'm using an internet connection already, but it says nothing here. This is the Plasma desktop environment, so you should be getting same in the QuarkOS, nothing changed here. So fetching updates, here is the about, here is the settings. You can set anything here and make default if you want. Installed, home. So till now I didn't face any issues like crashes or anything. Everything was working properly without any issue. So it's a KDE Plasma 5.27.11. So everything should be working properly. But the KDE Plasma 6.1.3 has the CPU issues like this one. So same thing is happening in the CPU in the QuarkOS. So the KDE Plasma framework, KDE Plasma version 6.1.3 was like consuming almost like a 99-100% of CPU without opening any of the applications. If you want to check those videos, there are a lot of videos available in my channel. You can watch all those videos if you want. So here are the updates you get from the QuarkOS. So there are plenty of applications here. So there are a lot of updates here. So total size is around like a 700 MB. So I'm not going to update anything here. So I'm going to close this also. So you pretty much get all those things, and let me show you the desktop and wallpapers, and I'm going to end the video because there is literally nothing available in the applications. You just get the basic KDE Plasma desktop environment applications. So you get 2 wallpapers, which is from the KDE Plasma, and other one is like a Q4OS wallpaper. So these are all the wallpapers you get. You don't get any customization things, any custom themed appearance on the desktop. So you get the basically a KDE Plasma desktop environment. So I already said my final thoughts also. So if you want to go with the KDE Plasma, you can just go with the Ubuntu because it's based on Ubuntu 24.04. Instead of going to this video, it's better to, instead of going with the QuarkOS Linux distro, you can just go with the Ubuntu Linux distro instead of this Linux distro. It's pretty much very good. So it's also well known from most of the years, so it's clearly up to you. So these are my final thoughts, and at the end of the video, here are the hardware specs or the system resources. So it's consuming 1.9 GB without opening any of the applications at the end. So CPU is pretty much 30-40% unstable. Here are the applications. Here is the history. As you can see, there is a high peak here and there. So there is pretty much unstable CPU, but it's still letting us to work properly instead of so this same thing was happening in the KDE Plasma version 6.1.3, but the CPU was almost 98%, 100% most of the time. So it was pretty much hard to even move the applications. It was way laggy when using that KDE Plasma version. So these are all the process running right now. So let me show you the file manager, and I'm going to end the video. to basically get all the KDE Plasma desktop environment applications with this version, which is 23.08.5. So all the applications which is pre-installed with the KDE Plasma will be same version. So I'm going to close. I'm going to show you the logout screen, and I'm going to end the video here. Let's log out, and let me show you the logout screen. So you don't see any changes in the logout screen also. Let me show you. So here you can see the virtual keyboard, and you don't see anything here. You can just click on here. So there is no password also. You automatically log in the QuarkOS. So I think I'm going to end the video here. So let it load. So there is 2 videos available in my channel. If you want, you can check those videos, and if you want to consider subscribing, you can subscribe. So if you know any Linux distro which I didn't make in my channel, do let me know in the comment section. So before recommending those in the comment section, try to search in my channel whether I did those Linux distro in my channel or not. So if I didn't make it like this QuarkOS, do let me know in the comment section. I'm going to make a video on it. So because I don't have any topic right now, so that's the reason. So when I logged in, like this is the case. So I don't know, there is an issue or something problem with this Linux distro, but right now it should be logged in, I guess. So I'm just seeing the mouse pointer without anything. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.